Hey, it's Whitney from Butch Talk, and I have another video for you. Recently, I have been thinking about butch visibility and privilege, and there's been a few different things that have come up, and I kind of just wanted to talk and see if any of you have any similar experiences or thoughts or ideas about what I'm going to talk about. So, I would say the first thing I kind of wanted to talk about is when you're mistaken for a guy, what kind of happens with that? For me, it doesn't really happen too often. I still have a pretty feminine face, a lot of feminine features, which I don't mind at all. I identify as female, like I feel female. I just am more on the masculine side. I wear men's clothing and have some masculine attributes and some feminine attributes. When I'm mistaken for a guy, one, it kind of takes me off guard because I don't think I look that much like a dude. But two, I don't really like it. I think for me, why I don't like it is because I so strongly associate myself with being female and a masculine female. I feel like when people mistake me for a guy, I feel invisible. I feel like my identity isn't valid, not necessarily to me, but to them. It mainly comes down to, I think, like our culture doesn't value or recognize female masculinity. You don't really see it in mainstream media. I guess some people would say, oh yeah, but look, there's Ellen, and there's Rachel Maddow, and, you know, some sports figures. And what I would say to that is, like, sure, in their downtime, they're totally themselves and how they want to present and dress. But on TV, they will still make them wear makeup. So the media is still trying to feminize women whether they want to be or not, which annoys me because then when I'm out in the world and I'm just being me, people don't see that as a possibility for females or women. They just see it as, oh, you must want to be a dude. So there's that. Also, I think what bothers me and actually kind of worries me a little bit is when I'm specifically around men who mistake me for a guy. I've witnessed and seen them get pretty angry once they find out I'm not. And I don't know if it's just like they're just in total shock and then they're pissed off that I like pulled one over on them, even though obviously I wasn't trying to. They've gotten pretty upset. It's not fun when you're just trying to go about your business and someone mistakes you for something you're not, and then they realize they're wrong and then they're mad. There's absolutely nothing I can do about that. It's their own issue and whatever, but yeah, it's not fun. I would say those are kind of like the negative sides to being mistaken for a guy that I don't enjoy or makes me feel uncomfortable. There are actually some privileges that I've noticed, and I'm wondering if you all have noticed any of these. What I mean by privilege is like, so when people assume I'm a guy, then all of a sudden in their eyes, I'm a white, straight male. Like that's often their assumption probably. If I happen to pass for a guy, which I'm not trying to do, but sometimes I do, I've found that people speak to me in a way that like assumes I'm more intelligent. I can give you an example of this. If I'm in a store, like a computer store, or I'm getting my oil changed or something like that, and there are other women also in the store or in the shop, but they're more feminine, the guy, typically the guy who's helping everyone out, will noticeably talk to me in a more, like I know what's going on more than the other ladies. That's actually a privilege. Even though I find it annoying, it's actually a privilege because I end up getting better service. I end up getting quicker service, I've noticed. Another privilege I've noticed is I don't get street harassed or like any of the catcalling or harassment or anything like that more feminine women will get almost on a daily basis. I don't get any of that. I used to have longer hair, even though I dressed similarly to how I am right now. Just the longer hair would make me get catcalled. And just the unwanted advances, like if you're on the bus, people are trying to pick you up, clearly not interested, and But that doesn't happen to me anymore, so that's definitely a privilege that I've noticed. I would say another thing I've noticed within the community, within the LGBT community, I have a privilege of not really ever having to come out. People assume correctly that I'm gay, and I don't really have to say anything about it. Just go, yeah. That's not a privilege that a lot of feminine women have. They have to come out time and time and time again. So, yeah, that's all I have for now. Alright, thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you would like to see more videos. I will hopefully see you soon. Alright, bye. They call it climbing.